Hey guys, back with another video. Clear Blue Realty. Do me a favor, if you like the content, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. So I'm just leaving another showing where I had a client. I believe this client is a strong client that more than likely will purchase a home, already pre-approved. So this is the second showing I'm doing for today. So this house we took a look at, the client actually likes the property. This property is in New Jersey. They're coming from New York. And so they're looking to branch out their family, grow a little bit. So remember I talked to you guys about using your time effectively? See, to me, today is a success because I'm effectively using my time. I'm working with someone who there's a very strong chance they're going to purchase a home. But there are so many moving parts in a deal. You can have a client who is a serious buyer. You can find them a house. You can go and do all of this work and drive and, use gas, toll, expense, whatever it is. And the deal just doesn't go through. And you don't get compensated for that. If the deal doesn't go through, you just don't get paid. So that's one of the flaws with being an agent. And also that's information for someone who's out there who's looking to purchase a home or looking to list a house. Is there's a tremendous amount of work that if things fall apart and things don't go through, you just don't get compensated for. And you're putting your goodwill out there, and you're putting your good efforts out there in order to have the chance to succeed. So using your time effectively. So we went in the first house. The house was nice, but there was older carpet. There was only one bathroom. The bathroom placement was in a spot that really wasn't properly designed for that home. And also the bathroom was really small. So the client didn't like that house. The second house now had more of what we were looking for. And also the second house might possibly be a short sale, or it might be a foreclosure. So, and how do I know that? There was nothing right now that I remember in the notes that I saw about this property, but there was no heat, no electricity, and some of the light fixtures were stripped out. Most of the time when I see that, that's a foreclosure or a short sale. So it's just some things that you pick up over the course of time. So now the next thing was, I'm like, okay, we're good. We might be able to put in an offer for this property. We don't know yet. A lot of things can change. She could show this house to her husband and tell him about it. He could say, nah, I don't like it. Nah, let's keep on looking. She also wants to look at some townhouses. So there's no guarantee that this is going to go through to the point of having a deal and even having a contract in place. But keep in mind how many moving parts there was. I remember I told you about Fernando, and so going out to find a house for him, and we actually locked in after the 10th house. We found a house for him that he said he liked. The problem with that deal was there were some other people on the other side of that deal who just could not move effectively and efficiency when it came to time. And that started to create doubt in the deal. See, when an agent is talking to another agent and requesting of information, you expect like a couple of days delay in order to get information sometimes, because the agent on the other side might be working on something. But when it starts to turn into weeks and 2 weeks to just get a form, that causes a problem. That creates doubt in the buyer's mind. That also puts the lawyers, if the buyer or the seller has a lawyer in place, of what's going on here. And when you start to let all that creep into the deal, a lot of times things can fall apart. And really that's what happened in this last deal. I'm not putting any blame on anyone, but delays in time of getting paperwork and getting answers to questions always causes problems in deals. And when you're an agent, you want to make sure that you can respond at least in a couple days to requests for information. So using your time effectively, that's the core of the conversation. When you're an agent, it can cause you to lose a lot of money, or it can work to your benefit, where you now have deals turning over one after another, and now you're feeling pretty good about yourself. So look at it. Another situation. After I took a look at the house, talked to the client, came outside, I got a referral, got a phone call. This buyer is looking for homes in this particular neighborhood. Okay. I get on the phone with the client and I said, okay, so how can I help you? Brent is Matthew. How can I help you? He goes, well, he's looking for a house. I said, can you provide the address of the home? Don't know the address, but it's a 4-bedroom house and $10,000. It was for $10,000. A 4-bedroom house for $10,000. And supposedly he's supposed to be a cash buyer. Okay. I have no way of proving whether he has the money in the first place. And it's a 4-bedroom house for $10,000. Now, anytime I've heard of a 4-bedroom house for $10,000, the house is actually absolutely demolished. It's in bad condition. It basically, you need to tear down the house and rebuild it, because really what you're buying is the land. So is this a serious buyer is the question that first creeps into your mind when you get these phone calls. Is this a serious buyer? And there was a lot of background noise. I couldn't hear him properly. So supposedly he says, can I call him back in 30 minutes? And so is this a buyer that I'm going to take seriously? Probably not. And because you're looking at homes that are 4 bedrooms and 10,000, because I said, what's your criteria? What are you looking for? What's your budget? And so this might be someone who has like $5,000, $10,000, and they're looking to see if they can get some house on the cheap. And for me as an agent, to spend a considerable amount of time looking for a $10,000 property for someone is just not effective use of my time. Because what's the commission on a $10,000 house? Maybe $1,000? Hey, that's not bad, but what's the commission on that? And let's say it was $1,000. How many houses should I go to and how much research should I put in for this person that I can't determine whether or not they have the money or not, and whether or not we're going to find something and they're going to say, oh, that's too much, it needs too much work. We might go through 15, 20 houses and he's like, no, that's too much work. I don't want to deal with that much amount of work. And you're just going out and for $1,000 deal, you might let 2 weeks go by and let 5, 6 other deals go by and fly by your head of people who are serious. They might even be looking for financing or have financing, and you can sell a $250,000 house. So I will give this client a call back. I'll check in with them. I'll find out if the person is actually serious. I'll just make the phone call, and I have my own ways of finding out if this is a serious buyer or not. But the time factor, do you have a serious buyer, is the main focus of this business, and that's the core of what you're doing here. It's not, I remember in the early days, anybody who called, I'm showing you a house, because I wanted business. I wanted anybody's business. Nowadays, I look at it, I'm like, hey, listen, I'm spending gas, time to just go and show houses, and I have to have a better, more effective way of filtering to find out who's the cream of the crop and who's ready to go and who's ready to purchase. And that's what my talk today is about. So you guys, thanks again. And once again, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know. Clear Blue Realty. Check you guys later.